lucky friends. No, it is not Sunday. Can't talk. And I am actually just here to do a second cup of tea, okay? This is what I sometimes do to add on to stories, but today I am not doing that. Today we're going to talk the Delphi case. This is not going to be very well edited. I just had a few things that I wanted to say. If you are following true crime, you have to have heard about the Delphi case and all the information that's coming out. And there is one thing that I really just wanted to say to anybody who's listening, so feel free to share this. If you know someone, here is the thing. The Delphi case, if you don't know, involves the murder of two little girls, both aged 15 in Delphi, Indiana. Libby, German, and Abby. Also, they were best friends in middle school. You can find this case everywhere, so I'm not going to recap. There were some, I'll say allegations against a guy named Keegan Klein, who is currently in jail for CP, if you know what I mean. It has to do with illicit images of underage children. Got where I'm going here. And so his trial is supposed to come up, I think, in January. And then this happened in 2017, now it's 2022, and all of a sudden, out of the woodwork, they have this new suspect, Richard Allen. Now, the problem, my stomach's growling. I work night shift, okay, so I'm in my nightgown, I'm getting ready to put my clothes on and go to work, but I wanted to make this video real fast for you. Anyway, Richard Allen, he was not on anybody's radar that we know of, okay? Let me state that. But his name came out of nowhere, basically. So all of a sudden, we've got all this media attention. And here is the thing that I really wanted to say to you all, and maybe encourage friends, if you are in, especially Indiana, but even if you are just an online sleuth like I am, Richard Allen, although it doesn't look good, Ricky. It don't look good. But he has not been convicted. He is innocent until proven guilty, and I'm not even concerned about him, okay? That's not my focus, but he has a lovely wife, Kathy, and a grown daughter, and here is the thing. I watched a video the other day, and if I can find it, I'll link it below. I have no idea who this woman is. She popped up on my feed. I watched the video thinking more stuff would come up, and it never did. But she actually went on to Kathy Allen's Facebook, and she had a rolling screen, review of everything that she had on there. Now, Kathy's Facebook has been deleted. I get it. I would do the same thing. But, anyway, she had captured all of this stuff from 2016 all the way up to fairly recently. And I think what it really did is it humanizes her. Okay, so remember, while you want to hate Richard Allen, and I get that, remember, he did write a letter to the court where he is asking for basically, a lawyer to be just assigned to him because he can't afford it. He of course, is in jail and can't work, and Kathy has had to move out of their house, delete her Facebook because of the fear of retribution. Okay, they live in a very small town. I get it. I live in a small town. I know how that works. But Kathy is not the one that is guilty here, okay? So let's please remember that. And, his daughter, I don't remember her married name, and I probably wouldn't say it if I did. It is out there. But in all of her Facebook posts, she looks like a delightful person. She really does. Now, I know sometimes people aren't what they seem to be on Facebook. It's the great masquerade. But I think she is honestly a nice person. And here are the questions. I know you have. I had them too. How did she not know? When you see the video of Bridge Guy, you know, I look at it and I think, don't you know your husband, like, they've been married for like 30 years. And just the way someone walks and carries themselves, the pants that were like kind of squished up at the bottom, the gait, as someone, you know, me, I would have to think, that looks like you, honey. Where were you that day? But that's just me, okay? I look at that, if I'm in a relationship and some criminals, you know, picture comes up, I'm the first one to look at them. I'm just checking to see if you fit the profile. And I mean, they could be from a completely different race, whatever. And I'm mostly kidding, but that's me. That's the way my mind works. And, you know, they both got married when they were 19. She spent all these years with him. So, I mean, can we give her a pass? I think we need to really consider it, okay? I don't know what went on in their house. We know he had an alcohol problem. He was transferred from his job. Now, this is just allegations, okay? Nothing has been proven, but there is a former co-worker of his that said he was transferred out of his Walmart position in another city due to harassing females, okay? So I'm thinking it had to be, you know, something bigger, probably more than one. I mean, I don't know. And I don't know if that's true. Again, this is allegedly, so we can't say that. But what I am saying is, y'all, they've had to transfer him from the jail that he was in to DOC, Department of Corrections, somewhere in Indiana. And for his protection, the judge that was supposed to judge this case has recused himself because of the threats, and they say the bloodlust. Well, I mean, yeah, I think we all feel that. Like, if he's guilty, we want him prosecuted, you know. But here is my dilemma. Although we feel this way, can you imagine what it's like to live in a small town and you can't go anywhere where people, if it's that bad that the judge has recused himself, then you know what your, you know, frenemies and, you know, even maybe your friends and stuff are saying, like, you know, how stupid are you? You didn't know. You know, or did she? Because if you've been with somebody that long, I have to think that even if there are little things that might come up as a clue, at some point you're going to say, yeah, but it couldn't be Ricky. It couldn't be him. I'm making stuff up. Or are you scared? Was she scared of him? Or what would happen if she went to the police? I don't know. These are all questions we will never know. I'm sure, you know, maybe sometime in the future she will give an interview and say what happened. But friends, this is the thing. Please let us not persecute the family, okay? They didn't do this. They're not in jail. They are victims as well as, you know, Abby and Libby were. Not in the same way, but for goodness sakes, this has got to be hard. I can't imagine. I cannot imagine what this woman and her whole family is going through right now. And I think we need to respect that. That's just my opinion. I think, you know, in my opinion, I don't think if Richard Allen is found to be guilty, I would be shocked, utterly shocked, if this is his first offense. At his age, he would have been around 45. I think he was probably involved in other things. And even if he has not taken it this far before, I have to wonder, this is me, my opinion only, I have to wonder if he was indulging in CP, looking at images of underage children, or, hopefully he wasn't involved in the dark web, but that's usually, I assume that's where you go for most of it. So, in that respect, was he connected with Kegan Kline? I don't know. That'll come out. And I guess we'll all find out at the same time. But my personal opinion is that he has something else in his history. And that kind of leads me to believe that this woman who says that he had to be transferred from his job to another store due to harassment, that would fit right in there with the profile. But, I really just wanted to say this because this has been so many years ago, but I knew a family whose father was involved in an underage relationship, let's just put it that way, and the wife and children really didn't have any idea. As far as I know, I think there probably were signs, but again, do you really want to think that about your spouse? And this family, wife and children completely innocent, and yet they received death threats. The child received, threats as well. And this child was, I don't know, I can't remember, somewhere under the age of 12 anyway. Who would do that, okay? Is it that bad? Yes, the crime is that bad, but is the bloodlust so bad that you would actually hurt another child? I don't get it. I don't understand that, and I'll be the first one to say, Anyway, this family had to move to another city and then eventually to another state, and it's sad. Kind of the same situation. They had just built a new house. They hadn't lived in it all that long, and they lost it, and stuff happens. Yes, but again, I just think we are wrong to. I think it's fair to ask questions like, did she know? Did she have any? I wonder too. Did she have any inkling, any thought that this could be her husband? Curiosity, of course, but to threaten people to this degree, we want justice for Abby and Libby. We don't need to pile on the crimes, okay, of threats and all this. That's just nuts. You're absolutely insane if you were doing this to people and bullying them. Like, what do you hope to gain? Okay, that's just my thought. So, for what it's worth, I just wanted to talk to you today about that. I don't know if you're following the case like I am, but that was just heavy on my mind because, like I've told you, I do work in corrections, and I'm a nurse. And currently, we have a situation at the jail that I work for where we have not just a convicted, he's now convicted murderer of 3 people, including the torture of a boy who was 6 or 7 years old. And currently, he's in isolation because we know somebody is going to, exact revenge on him, and so he has to be protected. So I understand why Richard Allen is in protective custody in the DOC. So anyway, I'd love to know what you think. Are you watching the Delphi murder thing? Is this a case you're following? And what do you think? Do you feel like I do that innocent parties should be left out of the whole thing and not persecuted? Or do you think it's fair? Are they fair game? I don't know. I'd love to hear from you. Tell me what you think, but please, y'all, just be kind. Be kind, okay? It costs nothing. to be kind. And we'll all see in the end what happens. So I will talk to you later. If you want to talk any more about Delphi, wow, my hair is like on fire. I just noticed this. Oh, wow, that sun. Okay. Yeah, well, I'm filming again, so yeah, tell me what you think. If you want to hear any more about the Delphi, if you want to delve into it, if you want me to research anything, let me know in the comments, and I will see you on Sunday with another episode of Silky Southern Tea, and this one is crazy. Bye-bye.